Hello everyone, it's your friend Turok here today, and today I'm gonna do something a little bit different than what I usually do, like a walkthrough. Maybe not a walkthrough because I'm not that good. Let's play with commentary, just the usual silly stuff, alright? Today I want to do a review for Uncharted 4, a game that the game that I have been anticipating for a long time, and I finally gotten my hands on. And let me tell you, in my opinion, great game, alright? Now I'm about to go into why I believe so in this review. Now please keep in mind, I'm not a game reviewer, so I'm probably going to stutter a lot and, make some mistakes, so please. Alright, a little backstory on the people who created Uncharted 4 before I go ahead with my review. Naughty Dog is the game studio that developed Crash Bandicoot on the first PlayStation, if you can remember that, if you ever played it. And then they also made Jak and Daxter for the PlayStation 2, and I just loved both of those games. Those were like my childhood, literally. You think I forgot about Last of Us, didn't you? That's where you're wrong. The most recent game besides Uncharted 4 to come from Naughty Dog. It's a PlayStation exclusive. If you have a PlayStation, please get this game. You are doing yourself injustice if you haven't played this. It's just amazing. Now back to the topic at hand. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that since this is Uncharted 4, there had to be 3 previous Uncharteds. You've probably seen my videos of the first Uncharted. I do like the first Uncharted, but in my opinion, the best of them all was the second one. And the third one was pretty good. And here we are to kick off the gameplay. First of all, I just want to talk about the visuals. You're watching the video. You can see the game clearly, right? The game is visually stunning. It's like there's no other words to describe it besides an interactive movie. Like, sometimes I'm watching the cinematics in-game and I'm just like, I forget I'm playing a game. I feel like it looks like a movie. It's that nice. It's that great. If you're like a visual buff, then that's almost enough reason to get the game on its own. Alright. Now, moving on to the next topic. Gunplay. And, combat altogether. It's very enjoyable. It seems more like, what's the word I'm looking for? It moves more smoothly, I would say. I mean, yes, it's to me, it's got this. It's the same as in like, oh yeah, I've played the other Uncharted. I know how the combat's gonna go, but at the same time, it's somewhat different to where it's like, I know what to expect, but it's also kind of different. As for the amount of guns, I don't know. I mean, actually, I did check. There are a lot of guns to choose from handguns to snipers to shotguns and assault rifles, some machine guns. You get it, all right. There's a pretty decent amount of weapons to choose from in this game. I have played with most of the guns, and I have to say, I enjoyed just about every one I used. Now, if you're wondering if I'm going to be talking about the story, I'm going to put it in the title, obviously, but I'm going to talk about the story, but like not in a non-spoiler way, all right? So like, I'm not going to spoil the ending, and if you haven't played it yet, because I know it's been out, but it's only been out for like 2 weeks, so not a lot of people have gotten it. All right, and now we move on to the stealth. In my own opinion, the stealth has improved greatly since the last installment. Because, like, really overall, the first 3 Uncharted's, then, let's be honest. Well, some people might think it was decent. I don't think anybody would say it was the best, but the stealth has improved very much since the last game. Because now, obviously, you got cover. What am I saying? That sounded stupid. I also want to apologize real quick for, stuttering a lot. This is my first game review. I'm trying to be serious. Alright. There's multiple ways to come at enemies in stealth, like the tall grass you see here. You can hide in the grass and wait for them to come to you.
Wait.
Now, climbing, since it's a major mechanic in the Uncharted game series, it's as always, it's very good.
So what happened next? Did you put down the revolt? I helped and kept it at bay.
I don't know what else to say about it, because well, it's very well thought out. They even added actually, yeah, now I know what to think about. My bad. Yeah, they added some new mechanics to keep climbing different. Like you can now like slide. Like if you say you're in a muddy on a muddy terrain, you'll end up like sliding down it, or like like a river or something like that. If it's super wet, you'll slide, and the list goes on. And then they added the grappling hook. Obviously, if you've seen anybody else play it, they most likely use the grappling hook. You can use that to swing around, and you can actually use it to swing around and like aerial attack enemies from above. It's really cool. And then they added this new thing. I forgot. It's either called like a pivot or a pick or something like that. You like jab it into like a stone wall to support your weight, so you don't like end up falling off the ledge. Obviously, I forget the name. I think it is called a pivot, but if I'm wrong, please tell me. I want to know what it is now. Now you're seeing more stealth gameplay from me, obviously.
Wait. No way I imagined that.
So if you just want to see the gameplay, see the stealth gameplay, I'll stop talking real quick and let you enjoy the rest. Now, I do want to take some time, guys, to talk to you about the open areas now. You see, in the first 3 Uncharted's, well, first of all, I'm not saying this is an open world game. It has aspects of it, I do believe that. But I don't think it's fully open world, obviously. But yeah, the first 3 Uncharted's had a very linear aspect to them when it came to, like, following trails and stuff like that. Like, oh, follow this one trail, and so you can continue down your story mode and all that, whatever. Uncharted 4 takes that idea and basically throws it out the window and says, make everything bigger while keeping some linear aspects also. The areas are so much bigger now, and there are multiple branching pathways through chapters and certain places like that. And the main reason I decided to choose this video game clip I recorded was because it shows how big the world is and exactly how gorgeous. I mean, just look at that view. Look at this view. That could be a goddamn painting if you ask me, alright? And just look at all the space you have. I mean, it may not be bustling with stuff to do, like an open world game. God, I just love open world games, alright, if you guys haven't noticed. But, yeah. It may not be fully open world, but the branching pathways and the alternate courses do offer some choice, and I absolutely love that, alright? bigger the area,
Gonna
bigger
hop
the
out for a look.
choices. All right, I don't have any cutscenes story wise because I don't want to spoil it. Obviously, I just have combat, and you know, I wasn't planning on actually doing a review of it, but I decided after beating it, I was like, you know what, I I like the game, and I want to tell people what the specific things of and aspects I like about the game, and see whether or not we agree or whatever. But yeah, the story is Nathan, after multiple adventures and barely escaping those adventures with his life, decides to settle down and marry Elena from the first Uncharted. After he finds a normal job working down at the docks doing scuba diving and finding like lost shipments or something like that, I don't know. I I, I wasn't like clearly being able to tell what he does because he also did paperwork. Blah 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 blah. That's like not that important part of the story. Anyways, Samuel comes and finds him, and Nathan thought he was dead from an incident that is shown very early on in the game, like I'm saying, chapter 2, alright? But I don't want to discuss it in case nobody wants to hear it. But yeah, he thinks he's dead, so he. And then basically Samuel asks Nathan one last time to go hunt for a treasure, and that treasure is Henry Avery's pirate who was able to steal $400 million worth of treasure and gold just from one ship. And apparently it's all where and that's basically all I'm gonna say about the story. But I do have one problem.
What'd you find?
As much as a difficult subject it is to bring up a dead relative, like any relative, like especially a brother, even especially if you were close also, but like in the first 3 Uncharted, nobody mentioned him. Not nobody, alright? Not even Nate, not Sully. Like, nobody. Alright? I just think that's a little weird. That's just my opinion, alright? I just think it's a little weird how, even if it is a difficult subject to bring up, you would think he would at least say something or mention or remark about his brother. But, you know, I don't know. He may have. I'm gonna have to go back and check. Alright, my final thoughts on Uncharted 4. I can't give it a score like out of 10. Really, I can't, because it's such. I'm not trying to kiss this game's ass, alright? But I do enjoy it very much. And I think if you have played Uncharted and you loved it, obviously you're gonna get this game, alright? Basically, the best thing I can say about this is Naughty Dog did it again. Just like Last of Us. Hit. Uncharted 4 is going to be a hit. And if it isn't, well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hit. Alright, Naughty Dog did it again, guys. If you liked the video, please give it a like, guys. And if you want to leave a comment down below, leave a comment down below. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.